Welcome to Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire. First look map tour with me, Mr. Searley P. So, let's get started then. This map is by Stussy, I think it's Stussy, could be Stussy. Lawfolds is based around a real-world working farm in the fertile rolling hills of Grampian, Scotland. There are two additional farms, East Law, where the sheep can be found, and Newton of Lewisk is where the cows are located. This map features 3 working farms, 2 which have independent grain silos, 3 forestry areas around the map, 3 different sell points, Aberdeen Grains, Highland Grains and Aberdeen Northern Marts Group for the various crops. High capacity storage at Highland Grains, so you can store those crops waiting for the right price, but it will cost to use the facility. Seed and fertiliser points on the farms and at 2 sell points, as well as storage for the pallets on the farms for those who prefer to use them. Prices have been increased slightly higher than the base game. Missions on all fields not owned to help get those prices down. Please be aware all hedges, fences and walls have collisions. However, there are sizable grass headlands around the fields to help those workers out. It looks interesting. It's a big map, but a lot of great stuff on it. Some interesting new features that haven't been on any before that I'm aware of. The storage of grain at a price. That's an interesting little twist. I do like the fact there's collisions on the hedges. That's going to make life more interesting, and the fact the mission system is already on it. Absolutely brilliant. So, without further ado, let's crack on with the map tour. So here is where we begin, where we find ourselves at the start of the game. This is Lawfolds Farm, and it is, if we have a quick look on the map, just south of Central on the map, just below field 27, where my flashing cursor is. We own quite a few fields off the start, actually. A lot of these fields around the farm we own already, with varying different crops, which is pretty handy to start off with, to be fair. And field 39, which is a nice big grass meadow across the bottom, which is pretty handy as well. I don't know if this will be the same on the PC version and Xbox, I assume so. But this is on PS4, and this is what you start off with. The other thing is the vehicles. Nice big selection of vehicles and different range of vehicles. We've got a Hurleyman, we've got a Fendt 300, we've got the Sammy Fortis, which is brilliant. JCB Fast Track, nice to start with. So 4 tractors off the start, a couple of front loaders with attachments, skid steer with attachments, the massive Ferguson Activa 7347, which is nice combine to start with, I have to say. Again, with headers and a header trailer. We have got the, I think it's sugar beet harvester, I think. Yep, sugar beets out the ground. A couple of trailers, different sizes. Vogel Newt cultivator, plough, seeders, fertiliser spreaders and sprayers, and a slurry tank as well. Weights, mower, tedder. We've got windrower. We've got a loading wagon. Forage wagon, loading wagon, and we've got a round baler plus the lizard and a Joskin Aquatrans. This is a lot of equipment to start a map with. It really is pretty impressive, I have to say. So yeah, good start to the map. So I am at Lawfolds and I'm looking south down the map. If I open this up even bigger, I'm looking south down the map. Brilliant. Now, first barns on our right, we've got the harvester, we've got the sugar beet harvester. There's some more barns over here. We'll go around very quickly and look at those. We'll come back to the pickup in a minute. Our silos for storage. I think one of these is a sell point as well. I think that's just the drop-off point. Anyway, yeah, slurry tanker, Aquatrans, trailers. Keep coming around the farm. Tractors, sprayers, loading wagon, windrower. Each of the farms has got a buying point, collection point for your seed, your fertiliser, liquid fertiliser and fuel. JCB, plenty of attachments. More tractors. Now this is interesting. Each of the farms has got this racking. and the racking is there. So if you don't want to use the seed and fertilizer pickup point here, you can actually stack your pallets onto these. That's going to be some impressive forklift work, I have to say. But yeah, your IBCs can be put onto this one here. I like the fact you can come right the way through this one. But what is also interesting, I think at each of the farms, if you come to here, you can customise or sell your vehicle at the farm. So you haven't got to go to the main buy and sell point to do that, and you also don't have to buy the little workshop. What I will just check is it a light switch? It is. Light switch. Brilliant. So we've got lights inside the barns as well. Fantastic. I didn't check that earlier, but now I know. That's great. I shall keep on going. Then we've got our seeders, plough, skid steer. There is plenty of equipment. You just cannot fault it. It really is amazing. So we've come back round the farm and we're back at our start point again. Farmhouse, very nice. And we're going to jump into the pickup for obvious reasons. It's a quick way around the map. Now, this is going to be a bit of a whistle-stop tour around. Certain parts of this I'm going to skip the driving because it is a big map. Like I just said, it's huge. Lot to fit in. This is probably going to be a slightly longer episode than I normally do, only because I want to try and get it all in. First thing I want to say is, it's a cracking map. It really is. That kind of rolling landscape, lots of detail. The fact it's got collisions on it make it fantastic. I really do like that. So we are now heading south away from Lawfolds farm, just down away from it, and we've got our pigs, which is brilliant. Different sort of pig enclosure to the one we've had before. You've got your dialogue box here for your buying and selling or dropping off if you've bought and sold them. We've got our slurry, we've got our manure, we've got our straw bedding, putting in the place, seed, water, and there's the pigs enclosure, which is all rather wonderful. So back to the main map. I am now down here and I'm heading south. There's this kind of reddish looking track here that we can follow along. If we go north out of the farm, we come up this main road onto the main road, and we can go out onto the main road here, which takes us onto the main roads. But this track is the one we're going to use for the moment, this kind of dirt track out at the bottom. And I'm going to go around in an anti-clockwise, so I'm going to go south first, then east, then north, and we're going to go around the map that way. Don't know why, just thought I would. Anyway, so back to the pickup. So south, there are a lot of big fields on this map. 3 forest areas with woodland for you to cut down. Some of these fields are huge, and like I say, you do start with quite a few, so the fact you can do contracting and missions as well, making money isn't going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. A lot of these gates I have opened because I wanted to be able to do the tour around without having to keep stopping. Across the bottom here you own this field here, field 39, big long grass meadow. But we're going to come right the way around this track. I like the fact it's a nice big open map, but not too open. You've still got kind of tight narrow lanes, you've still got your hedges, your trees. It's a good map, it really is nice. Take a left here. Now we're heading north back up the map, and we are coming to East Law. This is East Law Farm. Now, as you can see, off to our left at East Law, just jump out the pickup, we've got our chickens. And the chickens are just roaming free among the trees, and there are eggs dotted about. There we go. So these are our chickens. So East Law, you've got your chickens. Got to find that gap in the fence. Where was it? We've also got more fertiliser and seed points, more fuel, more storage, which is great. We've also got, if we come back up into here at East Law, turn the corner, we've got another customization and sell point if you feel the desire to do it. Now I'm not sure if this is just a side bit or whether this is a silage bay. I'm not sure, I'm not 100% convinced. It doesn't come up with anything when you go in there, so I don't think it is. East Law Farmhouse. more racking if you want to do your pallets and put them in here. And then we come over here and we have got our sheep. This is the sheep area. Now this box here, I'm not 100% certain what it's for. I think it might be for unloading your grass and, well, I wouldn't say water, because if we come through and we open the gate, we go out into the pasture, you've got your actual drop-off points here for your water and your grass for the sheep is right here. Nice big pasture, plenty of room actually to move around. So this is for your sheep. And if we come through here, you've got your dialogue box for buying your sheep. Or if you've got a trailer where you're going to drop them off. Obviously you'd have to open these gates. I think we've got a water point here as well, which will make life easier. So moving on from there, back to the pickup. So that's East Law, back in the pickup. We are now heading north, out from East Law, out towards the main road. One of the little forest areas over to the right there. Nice big open landscape. Now from here it's a bit of a drive up, but I'm going to head north up the map. I'll skip a little bit and I'll sort of come back in at the important bits, but the landscape is rather wonderful. So I'm just approaching a junction now and I'm on the where are we? Up here. Kind of on the eastern side of the map, northeast corner of the map now. So I've come all the way up here. I'm now at the northeast. I'm going to take a right, then a left, up to the top corner. In front of traffic. Whoops. Some great details on this map. I do like it. The little hills here and there, and sort of changes in elevation. So we are now approaching a bit of dodgy overtaking. Top kind of right hand corner, and we are at Aberdeen Grain. This is one of the sell points on the map. And what's interesting about the sell point here, if we look above the sign, which I might have to zoom in on, but the sign says wheat, barley, OSR, corn. I am going to jump out. Yeah, OSR, soybean, sunflower, potatoes, sugar beet. And at the bottom it says wood chips. So I'm assuming you can sell wood chips in here as well, which is kind of unusual. Don't always get that. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything around the back, but so it's one of the sell points. No, I'm not sure. This might actually be another point for buying and selling. Buying fertiliser and seed as well, and your liquid fertiliser as well, I think. Yeah. So plenty of places around to actually buy your stuff and sell your stuff. So that's the top right hand corner. So we are up the top here. So what I'm going to do is head back down and then back across the map. So I'm going to be heading westwards across the map until we get to this section here, which is kind of north of Central, just here. So I'll kind of cut to that when we arrive there. So we are now approaching Aberdeen Northern Marts Group. This is your main buying and selling hub, your kind of store area. Now over to the left here, and this is an assumption, Because you've got all the wool pallets stored up, stacked up, I'm assuming that's your wool sell point, your kind of spinnery area. You've got a selling point, I think it's a selling point, I assume it is, for your slurry and your manure. And then if we come over here, we've got your animal livestock buying and selling, animal trade, and it opens up the dialog box for buying and selling of your animals. So if you have got a trailer, this is where you can come to, pick them up with the trailer and take them back to the respective farms. Over there, I'm always round, it's easier in the pickup. You've got your sell point, and again we've got our selection. This one doesn't say wood chip, but it's got all the other ones on there, which is fantastic. We have got our customization or sell point of vehicles. You've got your store, and then we've got an egg sell point, and across here I think this is probably for bales. The fact it's got this on the ground, a bale sell point. So this is kind of your main hub for buying and selling everything, although there are still sell points around the map and plenty of places to get your fertiliser and all that kind of thing. But so Aberdeen Northern Marts Group, the main kind of hub really. So out of here we are going to carry on westwards, or westward, depending on how you say it. Westward. So there's buildings over there to the right. That's where we're heading. Big crossroads coming up, and we're going to bang a right. There's plenty of traffic on the map, which I quite like. Keeps it really realistic, nice feel to it. And we are at Highland Grain. So, Highland Grain Limited and Quality Timber. So, this is, if I just check on the map, not check but show you, we are now in the northwest corner of the map. So we're up here, zoom in on this, Highland Grains, Highland Grain Storage and Scott Biogas Plant, but we've also got timber. So this is our wood, lumber, timber sell point, just here. If we come back around here, we have got sell point, and this one says wood chip as well, for all the usuals, which is wonderful. And then round here, this is the kind of new feature. I mean, storage isn't a new feature, that's pretty much normal, but Highland Grain Limited, high capacity, low cost storage facility. So you can store a load of stuff here, I imagine thousands and thousands and thousands of litres, but there is a fee. Don't know what that fee is, how much it is. It says low cost, I'm assuming it's quite low. I think this is for buying and selling fertiliser and seed again, which is all rather lovely. And then if we come back out from here, just outside the main entrance without hitting the fence, and a sharp left, we have got our biogas facility, Scott Biogas. Usual setup with your silage bunkers, slurry tank over to the right, and our anaerobic digester just here for selling your silage when you want to. So that's your biogas plant. So we are in the northwest corner of the map, and as you can see, it's a big map, you know, and there are some huge fields on it. This one here, 24, I mean, that's just, it is a crazy size field. But it's good because then you've got some small ones down here, and it's, I think I've done it on Chellington. There's nothing stopping you from buying a largish field and partition it, make it into 2 small ones or 3 small ones or whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. Some nice different shaped ones, it just makes it more interesting. It really is, really is a good map. I do like it. I do like the size of it as well. Anyway, that said, getting sidetracked. So we are now going to head south down the map, out from here, across the crossroads, and down this road here. I do like the undulating nature of this road. The fact it's incredibly straight, which is great. If any of you have ever been to Scotland, driven across Scotland, I mean, it's just the most wonderful place. It really is incredible. I drove up to Fort William to climb Ben Nevis, and the drive up from Glasgow up to Fort William was just amazing, phenomenal. You can see for so far, and the mountains, and just incredible. Anyway, so yeah, nice little undulating bit here. Now, little mini housing estate, if you want to call it that. If I turn right here, I'm going to go down one of these little dirt tracks again. We are still heading south, and this takes us to Lewis Farm. So here we are. On the right hand side, we've got our slurry tank, we've got our manure point, we've got our usual kind of cow barn. It's a cow barn. I'm pretty sure these doors slide. Oh no, they did on the other one. They're done on this one. Okay. We have got our silage bunker. We've got a fuel point. We've got racking again for seed. And I'm pretty sure in one of these, we've got lots of these little workshops. Come up the side of the silage bunker. Lots of storage space. We have got again fertilizer, liquid fertilizer and seed point, plus customization and sell point for vehicles again, which is great. Round the corner we have got our feeding, that will be the water trough, the feeding trough's down there, and we've also got our dialogue box for buying and selling of our cows, should we choose to. It's a nice design. The pastures, the meadows and stuff are nice big open things, and the view, you look out across the view, I don't know, it's just good. I really do like this. It's a nice map. Plenty of barns, plenty of storage, plenty of equipment, big fields, nice little touches. There's some really good stuff on this. I do like it. So we come around here, more racking. I think that's the storage point. Yep, so more silos. So you haven't got one central silo point as well, which I like. Maps like Bjornholm were quite irritating sometimes when you only had the one point you could go backwards and forwards to. But anyway, that said, so Lewis Farmhouse just here. Massive amounts of space for vehicles. So if we come back out here and back onto our little red track, we are now heading across the southern part of the map. Through all the gates I opened earlier, just to make life a little bit easier. Now, if we turn left here, head back up this central one. This is where we came out of earlier. So we are now heading back up to Lawfolds Farm. And that, as they say, is that. That is the map tour. We've been around the whole map. We've done the 3 farms, we've done the sell points, we've done the grain, we've done the selling points, biogas, and we are back at the start. It's a really nice map. It really, really is. Yeah, I'll give it a go, play on it. I know I say this every first look kind of map tour video I do. I say I want to do a let's play on this. Trouble is I'm racking them up now. I've got Lostberg, Colborough Park Farm. This one's a cracking map as well. How to choose? I don't know. It really comes down to your own personal preference, I think. But that's it from me on Lawfolds in Aberdeenshire, whatever you want to call it. Nice sweeping landscape. It's a great map. It really is good. Nice big map as well. Plenty to do, plenty of missions, plenty of equipment. It's a good map. I hope you've enjoyed the map tour. It was quick, it was a bit of a whiz round. If you did, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. I've got plenty of Let's Plays going on. I'm on Challenging at the moment. I've done Goldcrest Valley. I'm looking at which one I'm going to choose to do next. There's some how-to and top tip videos. If you want to comment, feel free to comment. My mind just completely went there. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. And whatever you should choose to do, thanks for watching.